On June 10, 1942, Nazi forces unleashed one of the most ruthless collective reprisals of the Second World War, the complete obliteration of the Czech village of Lidice. Situated roughly 20 kilometers northwest of Prague, Lidice was selected as a scapegoat in the brutal aftermath of the assassination of Reinhard Heydrich, one of the Third Reich's most feared officials, the Reich's protector of Bohemia and Moravia. Under direct orders from Adolf Hitler and orchestrated by SS Gruppenführer Karl Hermann Frank, the village was razed to the ground. The adult male population was executed, women deported to concentration camps, and children were either murdered or forcibly removed for Germanization. By the end of the operation, nearly 340 of the village's 503 inhabitants were dead, and not a single building remained standing. But Lidice was once a thriving rural settlement, its history dating back to at least 1318. Nestled in the Kladno coal basin, it evolved into a modest mining community. Its inhabitants, miners, steelworkers, farmers, and craftsmen, led lives rooted in deep agricultural traditions, intertwined with the industrial rhythms of interwar Czechoslovakia. On the eve of war, the village was home to around 450 people. Close-knit families lived amid small schools, a chapel, and communal halls that formed the heart of everyday life. This quiet cohesion, however, offered no protection once Nazi authorities resolved to make an example out of Lidice. The catalyst was Operation Anthropoid, the daring assassination of Reinhard Heydrich. On May 27, 1942, Czechoslovak paratroopers Jan Kubiš and Josef Gabčík ambushed Heydrich in Prague. Though their initial attack with a Steen gun failed, a grenade later mortally wounded him. Heydrich died on June 4th, triggering Hitler's furious and vindictive order to exact collective punishment on any community suspected, however loosely, of aiding the assassins. The Nazi directive was explicit: execute all adult men, deport surviving women to concentration camps, kidnap suitable children for Germanization, and erase the targeted settlement entirely. Lidice was chosen on flimsy grounds. Rumors, soon disproven, suggested two families had sheltered the assassins. A love letter intercepted by a Nazi collaborator fueled suspicions of resistance activity. This letter, delivered to the Gestapo, sealed Lidice's tragic fate. In the early hours of June 10th, Nazi police and security forces surrounded Lidice. Women and children were confined to the village school, while 173 men, anyone aged 15 and older, were marched to a nearby farm owned by the Horak family. There, in a grimly efficient massacre, each man was shot by firing squads. Another 19 men who had initially escaped arrest were later caught in Prague and executed, bringing the death toll among men to 192. The women, 184 in total, were deported to Ravensbrück concentration camp. There they endured inhumane conditions, overcrowding, forced labor, starvation, and disease. Most perished, some in gas chambers, others succumbing to the brutal camp life. The village's 88 children faced a chilling destiny. After screening for so-called Aryan traits, 7 were taken for Germanization. The rest were sent to extermination camps in Łódź and Chełmno, where they were systematically murdered. This child genocide remains one of the darkest aspects of the Lidice massacre. Beyond executions and deportations, the Nazis carried out a methodical campaign of erasure. Filmed by German crews under Frank's orders, the village was razed, homes were dynamited, roofs set ablaze, livestock slaughtered before the eyes of survivors. Mass graves were exhumed, valuables looted from corpses, roads rerouted, and barbed wire fences erected with signs warning trespassers they would be shot. From the sky, Lidice vanished, its name erased from Nazi maps, replaced by mere fields. News of Lidice's destruction sent shockwaves worldwide. Allied newspapers published harrowing photographs, framing the village as a symbol of Nazi barbarism. The Free Czech government in exile leveraged the atrocity as a powerful propaganda tool to rally resistance across occupied Europe. Even neutral nations' public opinion shifted, recognizing the true nature of the Third Reich. Lidice became a universal symbol, not just of suffering, but of resistance in the face of tyranny. The massacre inspired extraordinary acts of solidarity far beyond Czechoslovakia. In Stoke-on-Trent, England, on September 6, 1942, Sir Barnett Strauss, a physician, Labour MP, and war veteran, called on mining families to support the village. Defying Hitler's vow that Lidice shall die, Strauss proclaimed, Lidice shall live. The Lidice shall live campaign raised funds equivalent to over £1.5 million today. This money rebuilt homes, a community center, and a school, and supported scholarships for surviving children. The president of Czechoslovakia, Edvard Beneš, expressed profound gratitude, stating the spirit of Lidice lives on in every act of kindness across the sea. After the war, the Czechoslovak government decided to rebuild Lidice on higher ground. An international architectural competition produced a modern village that honored the memory of the murdered while looking to the future. By 1947, new homes, a communal center, shops, and a memorial museum had been constructed. Each house was designed around a courtyard tree, symbolizing resilience and continuity. Integral to this rebirth was the Rose Garden of Peace and Friendship. Conceived by Sir Barnett Strauss in the 1950s, the garden features tens of thousands of rose bushes donated from around the world. It stands as a living testament to humanity's refusal to let hatred prevail. Every June 10th, Lidice hosts commemorative ceremonies attended by survivors, descendants, and dignitaries. Wreaths are laid at the memorial graves of the executed men. The museum preserves artifacts, photographs, and films, ensuring that new generations understand this history. Across the globe, Lidice's memory permeates literature, music, and art. Bohuslav Martinu's Memorial to Lidice transforms grief into music, while poets and filmmakers continue to reflect on its meaning. UNESCO recognizes the Lidice Memorial Complex as a symbol of the victims of aggression and the enduring power of solidarity. As we confront ongoing challenges to human rights and democratic values worldwide, Lidice stands as a solemn warning against collective punishment and racial ideology. Yet it also embodies hope, showing how communities shattered by atrocity can be rebuilt through empathy and resilience. The funds raised by miners in Stoke-on-Trent, the international solidarity, and the village's rebirth underscore a universal truth. Even in the darkest chapters of history, the human spirit can prevail. 83 years after June 10, 1942, Lidice remains a living symbol of courage, remembrance, and the enduring hope for a better future. Thank you for joining us on this historical journey. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe for more captivating stories from our past. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.